Hey, it's Tony talking CarBiz. Today we're going to do a quick overview of this brand new 2020 Toyota Highlander. It's an all new design for 2020, and this is the top of the line in the Highlander series. This is the Highlander Limited Platinum Edition, and the color on this one is a brand new color for the Highlander. Blueprint is the exterior color, but then we also have the glazed caramel interior leather seats. So let's dive in and see what we can find. So up front on the 2020 Platinum, the headlight and the fog light package, they are LED, and your driving lights are also LED. So you've got a projector style headlight with an LED fog light. Looks really awesome, standard on the Platinum Edition. The front grille on the Platinum Edition does have the chrome bezel and the piano black grille, which looks super upscale, very high end on this vehicle. And then down on the lower bumper, we have the composite finish, the matte finish, and then there's a kind of a silver painted piece of trim on the bottom, and that same piece of trim is on the back of the vehicle as well. Now this has the most advanced safety features Toyota's offering right now on their vehicles. So these are part of your Safety Sense 2.0 pedestrian detection, lane departure, and this of course does have the 360 bird's eye camera. So there's several cameras on the exterior, and I'll point those out as we move around the Highlander. So coming down the side of it, I just want to give you a quick profile shot. Really great vehicle. You can see it has a long wheelbase, which contributes to a nice smooth ride. And then these are the largest wheels and tires that they offer on the Highlander. These are a 20-inch all-season tire. Really good on-road, marginally good off-road, but you can take it off-road if you want to. The wheels are cast aluminum. They're kind of a gunmetal gray painted finish. And then overall the tire size is a P235 55R20. It does come standard with integrated mud guards, and then the composite finish up over the wheel walls, which is again is pretty durable and will help against those door dings. Taking a look at your mirrors, now these are not just ordinary mirrors. These are actually painted blueprint mirrors, so the same color as the vehicle, and the mirrors actually collapse like so you can fold them in a tight garage space, and then they also break away like this so that you can if somebody clips it with a shopping cart or a bike, it won't break off. You see we've got the lane departure indication, blind spot monitoring here, and heated outside mirrors, and then the mirrors themselves have LED turn signals built right into the mirrors. So that's pretty nice safety feature. And then I mentioned cameras. There's another camera right here under the mirror, part of the 360 bird's eye view. And then this light right here is a puddle light. So at night it'll light up the ground down here so you don't step in a puddle when you hit your remote keyless entry. It does have a smart key system, so you don't need your keys. Leave them in your pocket and you'll be able to get in the car. The interesting thing is on the side of the Limited, the only chrome that you see is on the lower part of the door right here, where traditionally top of the line would have chrome trim all the way around the top, but this one does not. It does have that piano black finish right here on the B pillars, and then they carry that into the C pillar as well from up front on the grille. And then up here we have a brushed aluminum roof rail system, and there you can see that panoramic moonroof that comes standard on the Platinum Edition. In fact, you have to get the Platinum to get the panoramic moonroof, so that's standard. And then we do have an integrated rear spoiler right here, painted to match the vehicle, and then your shark fin antenna is also painted to match the vehicle. Okay, let's take a look at the rear of the Highlander. Tinted windows all the way around in the back. Rear washer wiper, rear window defrost. Here's your third brake light. That's an LED brake light. And then you can see the badging. Toyota, Highlander, and Platinum all-wheel drive are all chrome. And then your door sill protector is chrome as well. And the lower part of the bumper is painted the same color as the front of the bumper we saw up front. And then we do have our backup sensors are right here as well for our parking assist. And then your rear tail lights, they are LED tail lights as well. Let's go ahead and dive in the trunk. Oh, before I do that, I'll point out there's two cameras in the back here. One is for the 360 and the other one is for the backup camera. So that's standard on the Platinum Edition. And then your tailgate is a power lift gate, which you can actually use your foot to wave underneath it if you wanted to. I just touched the button just now. And then as we dive in, you can see I have the seats folded down, so you can fold down 100% of the seats, or you can fold down just 60%. So just pull this handle right here and your seat comes up, and you've got 3 headrests in the back as well. So pretty easy to put that down. You just push this handle right here and then your seat folds down, and you got to let your headrest pop down like that, and then you can go ahead and push that down like so. Other features in the back. Oh, this does have the JBL audio system, so you get a subwoofer right here, and then also in the JBL system you've got speakers up on the tailgate up here, and there's cup holders right there, more speakers right there for your back passengers, cup holders on this side as well. So plenty of comfort and convenience features for the back seat, folks. Okay, in the back seat, first off, on the doors there's places to put your bottles of water. This is kind of where we first start seeing the interior, and so this is that glazed caramel, kind of a tan interior, and you can see the seats as well. But before I dig into there, I wanted to point out that this is kind of a tan here, but the trim itself on the inside, the vast majority of it is like a chocolate color, so it's a nice dark brown and a lighter brown contrast. But then on the doors you'll see this wood treatment is kind of like a gray. It looks like wood, but it's gray, and so obviously it's not real wood, but it looks pretty nice, kind of different for this color combination. And then the back doors do have these retractable sunshades. So if you've got little ones in car seats, it's a great way to protect them from the sun. So looking back at the seats, you can see these are leather seats, and you can see they're perforated, and then the front and rear seats are heated, and the front seats are cooled, or ventilated, I guess they call it, but the back seats do have heated seats. And then these back seats, to fold them down, pull this handle up here, handle number 1, and then there's a handle down here which flops it totally flat. And then they do recline, and they also slide forward for getting in and out of the back seat. But you can see with those seats folded down, it's fairly flat. I wouldn't say it's completely flat, but close enough. You'll notice we do have child seat tethers on the backs of the seats as well. And then down here is where we've got the heat and air condition controls and the heated seat controls for the back passengers. And way down there is where the power ports are for your smartphone and your electronic devices and such. And then there are additional cup holders in the center, and both seats have pockets on the backs right here. And both of these back seats, these captain's chairs, do have folding armrest. And I'll just jump in and show you the leg room. Now granted, I don't have that seat all the way back, but it's in a normal driving position, and there is a ton of space here, no problem. So I wouldn't think you'd have any problem getting 6-footers in the back seats. There are vents up here for your back seat passengers, dome lights, assist handles, dry cleaning place to hang your laundry. And then the Platinum does come with that panoramic moonroof, so I've got it shut right now for lighting purposes. But a lot of comfort and convenience features in the back, very comfortable back seats. Here's a quick look at the driver's compartment from the back seat. Let's jump up to the driver's compartment and see what we can find. Okay, looking in the driver's compartment, first want to point out on the door, we do have dual or memory, 2-position memory driver seat, just to get that out, and a bottle holder down here and speakers right here for your JBL audio system. In the door itself, you'll notice we do have the aluminum door sill protectors. The driver's seat is 10-way power, as is the passenger seat, but the driver's seat has 2-way lumbar support. Passenger seat does not. There's a quick look at your driver's seat with that perforated ventilated seats. And again, this is full leather, adjustable headrest, and also adjustable seat belt heights. Here's a quick look at your dashboard. I want to point out they've got this kind of this gray, almost metallic like finish right here. I'm sure it's plastic, but it looks pretty nice. There's your camel or caramel colored interior with kind of that chocolate upper dash, and then you've got kind of an orange contrast stitching, but there is a little bit of black here on the dash as well. Boy, the wind just picked up really big time. Please pardon the wind noise if you're picking up on that. There's switches down here for your automatic high beams. You can turn on and off your 360 camera, tailgate, heated steering wheel, and electric windshield defroster. And then there is a small storage compartment right down here. Your trip, reset, and dimmer switch for your dash lights is right there. A manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel. And then your headlight and fog light controls are right here as well. Let's go ahead and jump in the driver's seat and I'll show you what I find. Okay, here in the driver's seat behind the wheel, steering wheel is leather wrapped. This is a black leather wrapped steering wheel. It's padded, pretty comfortable actually. The steering wheel is heated on the Platinum Edition standard. On this side are controls for our information center, which is up here. Our Bluetooth connectivity for our smartphone, voice activation, and then volume for our sound system. Notice the brushed aluminum trim going around the steering wheel, and then kind of that piano black finish here as well. They really do a nice job on the interiors of Toyotas. Over here are on-off switches and sensitivity switches for our dynamic cruise control, lane departure, on and off. Here's our cruise control though. It's right here versus on the old ones it was down here as a stalk. And then you can change your radio stations and scan right here on the steering wheel. So you can do quite a bit without actually taking your hands off the steering wheel. Washer wiper controls are over here. We do have a rear washer wiper. And then here's your gauge cluster. Just turn that off. So on your gauges, it's a white on black contrast, tachometer, temperature gauge. Over on this side is fuel gauge and speedometer. And then this panel right here is your information center, and that's where you're going to find a lot of the trip settings. You can do your on-off settings for your safety sense controls. When you stop in, we'd be happy to go over all those features with you, but you notice there is an outside temperature. I think this is the warmest day of the year for 2020 in Wisconsin, so it feels nice. Taking a look at our center stack, this is a 10-inch touchscreen, and the Platinum does come with dynamic navigation touchscreen. We also have the JBL audio system, so speakers all over the place, including these extra speakers up here in the A pillars, these JBL speakers. So great sound system. Come by, we'd be happy to let you play with it. Heating and air conditioning controls are here, driver side, passenger side. We do have heated seats up front and ventilated seats. So I've got the ventilated seats on right now. And then I mentioned the back seats are heated only. Down here, just a package shelf, place to put your stuff. There is a way for you to pop this out if you want to put your phone in. If you don't have a wireless charging phone, you run your cord up through here and then plug it in down there. So plenty of places to plug in your electronic stuff. Just a storage compartment here. And then as we come back on the center console, pretty wide center console, leather wrapped steering shift knob. It is an 8-speed automatic transmission. We do have cup holders right here, and notice the brushed aluminum bezels, brushed aluminum here, and then brushed aluminum down there. And I don't know if I showed you this, but you can see the dashboard has that metallic finish going across as well. Eco power modes for your transmission. There's some presets for your off-road suspension or off-road driving conditions: mud, sand, rock, dirt. We also have snow settings, traction control on and off. Most of these switches are on-off switches, like your parking brake on and off. We do have remote start, so you can turn that on and off if you don't want that to work from inside your house. There is another package shelf right here, and you can see there's bottle holders down on those doors there, and we do have a large glove box right there. Take a look at your armrest. First of all, the armrest, it looks like it opens up, but it doesn't. It slides like this, and then you have a wireless charging setup right there for your smartphone, so you can just drop it right on there if you have that type of device. And then underneath there, you pull this up, that's where you're going to find all your extra storage. There's an extra storage tray, and there's another power port right down there as well. So a stationary armrest. I think there's room for 2 arms on there. Yeah, especially if they're skinny ones like mine. Up on the headliner, we have your visors. They're lighted mirrors. Over here is where we've got our panoramic moonroof adjustments. So if you want to open that up, it does open up automatically. Or you can just have the shade open, so if you didn't want the moonroof open, you can go just with the panoramic moonroof like that. That looks pretty awesome. And then we have Safety Connect right here, and your overhead dome lights, and we've got the kid catcher mirror and a place for your sunglasses. So that's kind of nice, the mirror and the sunglasses in one spot. And then the Platinum Edition does come with the digital rear view mirror with Home Link built right in. And this is another one of those features where you got to see it to believe it. It's pretty darn impressive. And then finally, on the interior of the Platinum, you're not going to be able to see it very well, but it actually has heads-up display. So there's a box right here that projects some of your vital information, including your speed, right up onto the windshield. So you can't see it on camera. Stop by and we'd be happy to demonstrate it to you. So that's the inside of the 2020 Highlander. Let's go look under the hood and see what we can find. Okay, diving under the hood, the engine on the Highlander Platinum, this is the 3.5 liter gasoline engine, 16 valves, produces 295 horsepower and 263 foot-pounds of torque. So plenty of get up and go. It's connected to an 8-speed traditional conventional automatic transmission. Now the warranty on the engine and the transmission is 5 years, 60,000 miles, no deductible. And then the vehicle itself comes with a 3-year, 36,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. And then every new Toyota does include Toyota Care, which is going to cover your basic maintenance, so your fluids, oil changes, filter, oil filter, and your tire rotation. All that's covered for 2 years or 25,000 miles with no deductible on any of the warranties. So a really great warranty package on the Highlander. Okay, there you are. The brand new 2020 Toyota Highlander Platinum Edition, all-wheel drive. Blueprint is the color on this one. with the glazed caramel leather interior. Platinum Edition comes with a bunch of standard features, including those huge 20-inch alloy wheels, panoramic moonroof, JBL audio system, the 360 camera, just a ton of features. Hey, if you like my video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you would like to see more like this, subscribe. And if you want a more detailed video on any part of this Highlander, please let me know, and if I'm able to get it done for you, I'm happy to do that. This is Tony talking CarBiz. Thanks for watching.